Hello, thanks for joining me again for a quick walkthrough of the VTA Instructor app. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open that guy up. Remember last time we entered our PIN number to associate ourselves with the right database and entered our ID and password that we use for Learner, which identifies me as a person. And you see that instructor opened right up without prompting me for my ID and password again because it will remember that information. The first place that I go is my session of or my list of scheduled sessions. Now I could change this drop down if I wanted to see the historical sessions that I taught, but in this case I'm going to work in my schedule first. So these courses that are scheduled upcoming haven't yet been moved to history. Now there is one here that shows that it's in the past. So if I open that guy up, there are a few things we can do. We can expand for some more information. We could see documents if there were any. We could send email to the students that are in that session and I can grab everyone, or I can just grab a subset, hit next, and then I get a couple additional options. Do I want to copy the instructors? Do I want to email the class contact? Do I want to email the custodian? So a few different options there. Then I can type in a subject and a message. The thing I wanted to point out here is that all the email is being sent server side. So it's not coming from your actual phone or tablet. And instructors don't get access to those student email addresses by default there inside the system. I'm going to back out of here and not actually send a message there. I can see my roster. All right, so I can see the people who had signed up for that course or all are signed up. If I need to add anyone, I can do that. Just hitting the plus button there, and let me do a quick search for Smith here in my system, and what I can do is just add any one of those folks. It'll tell you if that person's not on the roster, and I can choose to allow the student if I want anyway. So get the message there at the top that they've been successfully added. The other things I can do is I can move that session to history. I can scan attendees. If I wanted to scan attendees and bring them into the session, I would click on that and it would open up my the phone on my camera, so I can actually scan a barcode, and we'll do that when we take a look at the student app here in another video. But the move to history function, super convenient, lets me come in and see all the students that are in my session. I can go in and update a grade or score, or if I wanted to, I could batch update and update everyone's grade or score at the same time. But primarily what I'm going to do is move that session to history, and it will tell me right up front, hey, it can't be undone. If you do want to move this guy, let's do it. If not, I can click never mind and back out. Very similar functions that I can do with my upcoming session. So if I take a look at on-campus recruiting, I'll be able to see that I have additional information, number of seats open. In this case, I do have a couple documents, so if I want to open up that student guide PDF, and now in an Android world, it's going to prompt me for what application I want to use, unless I've set a default there. I always like to have that choice, so it's going to let me choose the PDF reader application, or maybe a map to a training center. I know that that's a Google Map link, so I can open that. It'll open up the actual Google Maps app on my phone and give me a picture of the horrible afternoon traffic on the way back to my house from the office this day. Or I can back right back out and again move to history or scan attendees there. So really the very, very similar function to what I had the access to do for my session earlier. So with that, I'm going to bounce back to my list there. Again, I could pick and work with another session if I wanted. There's a little menu up here, but nothing super exciting that I'm overlooking for you. There's an option to sync in case there's new data updated in the VTA database, and that's really the primary function that I have inside the system here. Going in, checking on students, checking on those upcoming courses, being able to send that update kind of information. If you have any questions, never hesitate to let us know. You can reach us at vtasupport@risk-inc.com, www.risk-inc.com, or by telephone 281-480-7910. Thank you much. Have a great day.